Hey you guys, it's Bert. Today we're here to talk about This Mad Mama. There is a lot of controversy surrounding this creator. I've mentioned her in passing before on other videos, specifically when I've talked about Alicia Dougherty, but we're going to discuss surface level kind of what's going on and a very interesting rumor that I could see happening, but as always I want to discuss it with y'all. So if you're interested in what's going on with This Mad Mama, the controversy and the rumors that are going around, then please keep watching. Alright you guys, so This Mad Mama has almost 500,000 followers over on TikTok, and based on what I know, that is the platform where she would upload most of her content. I actually discovered her because of Alicia Dougherty. These two have collaborated before and they live in the same state, so they, met up in person, filmed content, and quite often you would see Alicia in her comment section leaving positive words, support, so on and so forth. A couple of days ago, Veronica, which that is This Mad Mama, Veronica shared a series of videos from the hospital. She was inpatient in a local hospital where she lives. Based on her story and what she is sharing on her TikTok, she voluntarily placed her kids with CPS, and the children are in foster care right now. She claims that they're going to return home and everything's going to get back to normal, but she is filming all of this from a hospital bed while simultaneously sharing that she took too many acetaminophen, which is Tylenol, and it's supposed to be an accident, but then a lot of people were saying no, it wasn't an accident, it was actually allegedly intended to end things permanently, if you understand what I'm saying here. She is also sharing a lot of frustration because she says that basically CPS seized on an opportunity, took advantage of the situation. I have seen a lot on the internet, and this is one situation where I am so confused, and I also don't trust a lot of what family vloggers put out on social media. All I know is this woman, who has a history of being problematic and using her children for content, is now currently filming content from a hospital bed saying that her children were taken by CPS and they are no longer in her care. I know a lot of people have given her criticism for having her first child at the age of 14 and continuing to have children, even though she is obviously not in the financial position to care for this many children. I agree with that, but I also don't really necessarily feel like that is of importance in the conversation that we're having current day about her being in a really, really bad spot and having her kids in foster homes.
I'm going to lay out like the timeline of events from the beginning. So in the beginning, CPS initiated a case because of my ex, which, as they should, I guess. But my ex's lawyer was like, just take all the kids so that they can get medical care. And the judge was like, well, let's meet back up later. I don't know about all that. And so I contacted the worker and was like, hold up, if I let you take me, can you get him medical care? And she was like, yes. And I was like, and it'll be temporary. And she was like, yes. I was like, okay. So I get my wisdom teeth pulled, taking my medicine. It's too much for me. It's too much. It hurts. I take more. I take more. I take more. I end up feeling really sick. I go to the doctor. The CPS worker, I guess she meets up with me there to sign some paperwork, but now she knows I'm not home. So she goes to my house and she tells my kids, you guys, you can't be here. Your mom's not here. You're going to have to find somewhere else to go. So she tells my children to leave the house. I end up in the ICU because I'm still sick and like throwing up and blacking out. It was like I was gone for months. I was intubated. When I finally did wake up, I thought it had been months. I was really, really confused. The ammonia levels in my blood were so high that I was literally seeing giants. Okay? Literally seeing giants. And I was like, look, right there. It's right there. And the nurses would be like, there's nothing there. And I'd be like, I don't know why you're lying. I was paranoid. It was a physiological thing. It wasn't like a mental health thing. It was like the poison levels in my blood were just too high. When CPS contacted me and said, you know, your kids are here, how about we set them up in foster care while you're healing? At this point, I'm like, okay, I don't even know what the hell is going on with my body. I don't know why I'm dying. Maybe I'm not dying. Maybe I'm getting better. But I don't want my kids to not have food. So, you know, for a few weeks, that's great. I trust you. Because who the fuck trusts CPS? Obviously, I don't trust CPS. I'm not stupid. My brain was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. That would be wonderful because I fucking trust you, right? So I agreed to it. And then the next day, I find out that one of my kids is with someone I know. I message her, and I'm like, hey, my daughter wants to go visit her boyfriend. I'm fine with it. Why don't you go ahead and let her? And she's, like, talking about, I don't think that she needs a boyfriend, and I'm going to let her focus on getting ready for college. And I'm, what are you talking about? What are you talking about college for? I'll be back in a couple weeks. You're only needed for a couple weeks, bro. And she's like, no, the worker told us that this can take up to a year. And I'm like, what? Because that's not what I was agreeing to. I thought I was agreeing to my kids finding a safe place because for some reason they couldn't be at home. I didn't even know what was going on. So I contact Mara. She's like, yeah, the social worker told us we couldn't be at the house. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I even think to ask? Why weren't the kids just at my fucking house? When I left, I had Andrew and Adam, 2 adults. And you know, during the day, the kids go to school. So really, it was just like Adam with the 2 little ones. Apparently, CPS was like, well, Adam is just a fresh, young, brand new adult who couldn't possibly handle babysitting his siblings. And so they treated me like I had abandoned the kids. I am going to have my lawyer appeal, because that's absolutely fucking ridiculous that they took advantage of me when my brain was still vulnerable and the ammonia levels in my blood were still high. I'm getting better, like, I don't know, like, you can kind of tell. There's only a little bit of yellow still in my eyes. I'll update you guys, but that's basically the whole story as of right now. I was okay with, I didn't want them taking the other kids. I only agreed to it because I didn't know what the fuck was going on and I was confused, and I thought, yeah, I don't want my kids to starve if no one's willing to take care of them. I don't know why they're not just with Adam, but okay. I didn't know that they told my kids to leave the house so that they could charge me with neglect. Oh yeah, and then another thing, the girl that has my daughter, she was like, oh yeah, and there's no running water at your house. So then I contact Adam, and I'm like, Adam, why didn't you just tell me there's no running water at the house? I'll send you some money. So he sends me a video of the water running, and I'm like, so what the fuck? Like, they just were making shit up. They were lying and putting stuff in their little paperwork that was completely untrue, and that's why I'm pissed right now. So like I said, I'm going to have my lawyer appeal because they just absolutely took advantage of me in a completely vulnerable, helpless state. You know, when I just got out of the ICU, almost died, and they're not going to get away with this.
Now, aside from all of the other criticism that has been sent her way, and I could add on to it and do all of the things, what I would like to focus on is the very interesting conspiracy and rumor that is going around regarding Alicia Dougherty and Veronica. I've seen from multiple different people, multiple different sources, that one of her children could be going to the Dougherty home. How do I feel about this? I think y'all know that I have zero respect for Alicia. I have zero regard or interest in supporting her as a content creator because, as I said in many different videos, she is so problematic, and the layers are just never ending with Alicia as to like, okay, why is she problematic? Okay, well, let me give you a list of 127 different things that she's done. I've covered all of that in previous videos. What I don't like is that there are children that were removed from the home that they know, the environment they know, the siblings that they know, and to think of the possibility of one of these children going into the Dougherty home where it is a content making machine of a house. Hey guys, also just adding right here that we've seen how Alicia is with the kinship placements. One of the kinship placements ended up leaving Alicia's home for very complicated reasons. So just another example of her not being a good place, in my opinion, allegedly. Yeah, sure, everything looks, oh, they're having fun, they're in the pool, they're going to Walmart, they're, all of that, I stopped believing the very first time I saw Alicia. Everything looks like, oh, the kids are well taken care of, the kids are so spoiled, even though we know that spoiling kids is not feeding them Cheez-Its, cookies, and, you know, allowing them to kind of do whatever they want to do. That is not spoiled. One of the comments that I saved said, you know, hopefully the child ends up with Alicia because she spoils her kids. At this moment in time, I truly do not understand. I cannot reconcile why on earth anybody is continuing to support Alicia or act as if she is a safe space for children that are going through a really difficult transition. I don't get it. And I recently said in a Gypsy Rose video that Gypsy Rose being platformed as an influencer, it's like, you know, what's wrong with the world today? Like Gypsy Rose being an influencer, we're platforming a, you know, murder and so on and so forth. And I received a little bit of kickback when I said that because, you know, people were focused on the really big, obvious reasons why there's so many issues in the world today. I wasn't saying that she was at the top of the list. I was just saying this is an example of society making really bad choices and so many other people co-signing the bad choice. I'm not saying that that's the worst thing. I'm bothered by numerous things. I'm bothered by things on social media, things that are happening out in the world, all of the things. And that's just part of being a functioning adult, is being able to care or show concern to multiple different issues at the same time and have a conversation about it. But either way, I want to close out this video and say that I hope Veronica gets the help that she needs, because it's very obvious based on her recent content that there is something seriously wrong here. And it's uncomfortable to witness. It's heartbreaking. I worry about her children. It's just a really unfortunate set of circumstances. So I hope that she gets the help she needs. I hope she finds purpose. And that's what I will say about this. No matter if I disagree with every single thing that she has ever posted online, this situation is really heartbreaking. And all that I feel I can do is send good vibes, positive energy her way, because I think she really needs it. But what do y'all know about this controversy with Veronica and one of her kids possibly going to Alicia's home? Just use the comment section as a way to have a conversation. Please be kind, be, y'all usually are, but be aware that, you know, this is not your typical family vlogger, snarky reaction kind of content. But I would like for y'all to have a conversation down below. So that's going to be it for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.